When your woman cheats on you, it's very difficult to forgive her. I wouldn't recommend it, because for a woman to cheat on you, it's not that she's fallen in love with another man. She's just definitely not in love with you.
How to know that your girlfriend is cheating on you?
But before I get into this reason, let me make something very clear, because I'm going to dispel the myth. Women do not cheat more than men. Absolutely never have, never will. We are not built to just go out and cheat.
5 words a woman tells you when she's already cheating on you. Now, women are very smart. Any woman who cheats is smart than a man who cheats. When a man is cheating, you can easily catch that man, but you cannot easily catch a woman who is cheating, because women are very smart in covering tracks. So she has in fact, she will try to cover that track so that you don't suspect her.
The reason why a woman cheats.
Okay, what's the excuse this time for having no self-control, no morals, and no sense of loyalty?
Is because she lost that emotional connection with you.
So by all means, for some, it makes it perfectly acceptable to go out and find it with someone else.
And somehow you stop making her feel special and safe.
It's actually quite amazing that there are still some out there that will try to make cheating the person's fault who got cheated on.
You know that feeling you sometimes get in a relationship where something just feels off? Not like a big fight, but something subtle. It just kind of sits there making you uneasy.
Yeah, that little whisper, right? Your gut tells you something's up, but you can't, point to anything specific.
Yeah.
No real evidence yet.
Exactly. And that's what we're diving into today, those really subtle signals. We're looking closely at insights from this YouTube transcript by Momentum Mojo. It's called "A Woman Who Cheats Always Leave These 3 Signs, Jessica OS."
Now, while it focuses specifically on women's emotional shifts in this context, the ideas about relational dynamics, emotional honesty, well, they're relevant for pretty much everyone.
For sure. So our mission today is really to unpack these often missed signs.
Right. We want to give you maybe a bit of a shortcut to understand why you might be feeling uneasy, and maybe help you sharpen that intuition about what's really going on under the surface.
Okay, so let's get into it. One of the biggest takeaways from this material, for me anyway, was this idea of the invisible emotional drift.
Yeah.
The idea that the heart kind of leaves the room first, before anything physical. It suggests infidelity doesn't start with an action, but with this slow, almost hidden withdrawal of presence.
And that's the thing, right? It's often the first sign, but the one that, the source says men often miss.
Why is that, do you think? Or what does the source say?
Well, it's described as the breeding ground for betrayal. The idea is that the emotional energy, it shifts long before anything physical happens.
So you feel it before you see it.
Exactly. You might notice it in the pauses between conversations. Or maybe she just doesn't light up like she used to when you walk in. It's described as a subtle retreat of her soul from your shared space. Really evocative language.
It is. So it's not like flipping a switch, more like a dimmer.
Perfect analogy. Yeah. She might still go through the motions, say, I love you, ask about your day, but her eyes aren't in it.
The energy's gone.
Right. Her energy doesn't lean in anymore. The depth just isn't there. It's like the room got colder, but nobody touched the thermostat.
Well,
and what's really emphasized is that emotional cheating almost always comes first. Could be texting someone new, getting lost in a fantasy, maybe reconnecting with an old flame. That emotional step away happens first.
And the source connects this specifically to women being deeply emotional creatures.
It does.
Women are not going to like this video. But as a man, if you forgive cheating, she will cheat again. My name is Okoro Blessing in Kiroka, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO, your #1 most controversial certified relationship and mental expert. A lot of women are going to come for me. Hold up. If you forgive a woman that cheated on you, she will cheat again and again and again. Some women are going to come and say, Blessing, why will you say that? What about the men that cheat? We're not talking about men. We're talking about women. Don't change the topic. Pay attention. Dear men, I did not say you should not forgive your cheating partner. But you see, cheating women, they're the most manipulative kind of women. Women do not cheat physically. They cheat emotionally. If a woman is gone sexually, she's gone. It is women that have sexual intercourse and put in their life. Once they've been stigmatized, once a man satisfies them sexually, they die there. Nothing like marriage. A lot of women are still married to you just because of the title and the umbrella that comes with it. If they can collect your statue as their husband and give it to their side boyfriend, they will collect it and marry that small boy that satisfies them sexually. Women are emotional. Men are physical. Men can sleep with women and go back home and still continue their life. Men can sleep with a woman and just wash their penis and go back. Women cannot. They don't used to do like that. The moment you enter them, it hard. So, if you're a man trying to forgive a cheating woman, just forgive her 70 times, 7 times, knowing that she will cheat over and over again. The only thing is she becomes better in hiding. She becomes a better liar. She becomes a better manipulator. Yes. Let me tell you something about cheating, especially when it comes to women. Before a woman cheats, I've told you this before, they will not like women. We are liars. Women can play game because they understand that society frowns at it. They will do anything to hide that thing. Even as I'm talking right now, it is cheating women that will not like this video because I'm exposing them. I hold the mirror, you see your reflection. So when you want to forgive that cheating woman, the reason why I'm doing this video is because people come for counseling and say, oh, blessing CEO, my wife cheated, my girlfriend cheated, I forgive, and she will continue to cheat. A cheat is a cheat. Now the question will be, blessing, are you trying to say women who cheat do not repent? They don't. They only wait for another opportunity or find excuse to cheat again. See, when people want to cheat, they'll be looking for excuses. They don't want to make it. They don't want to try. They don't want to communicate. I am telling you the honest truth. I've done this for 10 years, especially women. Once a woman does not want a marriage again, she will be looking for one nonsense, one thing. And I tell a lot of women, why not let go? Remember I told you they are marrying you for the statue. They are marrying the other, they are cheating with the sexual intercourse. And women are more connected to a man who satisfies them sexually. Yes, you do not know. So, in case you're forgiving that your cheating partner, your cheating wife, you're cheating, just know that they will cheat again. So you have to open up your mind to forgive 70 times, 7 times. Don't be surprised when you find them cheating again.
It suggests that when a woman loves, she invests her whole essence. So when that essence starts to fade from the relationship space, it's a big warning sign, not just a mood swing.
What are some examples given?
Things like she stops asking about your dreams, your passions. Or maybe she doesn't notice when you're stressed anymore. Or in arguments, she just becomes passive.
Which feels like peace, but isn't.
Exactly. It's described as disengagement. And that disengagement, that's where the cracks really start to form, where infidelity can, find fertile ground.
Okay, so if it's happening on the subtle emotional level, why is it so often missed? You mentioned men missing it.
Yeah, here's where it gets really interesting. The source suggests men are often trained to respond to actions, not emotions.
Looking for proof.
Right. Waiting for the evidence, the text message, the lie caught, something concrete. But the point is, by the time that physical proof shows up,
it's too late.
Well, the relationship has already started to rot from the inside, is how it's put. There's this gap between looking for actions and sensing the emotional reality.
So for you listening, the takeaway is really about developing that emotional intelligence, tuning in more.
Absolutely. Sharpening your intuition. Shifting the focus from what is she doing to what does her energy say when she's around me?
Because energy never lies. That's a powerful claim.
It is. And you might feel it as, well, the person who used to be your peace suddenly feels like a stranger sitting next to you in silence.
That's chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's nuance too, right? Sometimes the source notes, she might not even realize she's drifting. Maybe she's hurt or lost or trying to find something in herself. But that emotional distance, that's still the key indicator.
So practically speaking, what should someone do?
The advice is to watch her emotional temperature, to track her investment. Does she lean in during tough conversations, or does she deflect, numb out, shut down?
Because that disconnect is the first crack.
Exactly. As the source warns, when a woman starts emotionally disconnecting, the foundation has already started to crack.
Okay, so that's the internal shift, the emotional temperature drop. How does that start showing up on the outside? In behavior.
Right. That brings us to the second sign.
Which is?
It's about the sudden need for privacy, or those small, unexplained changes in routine that just don't feel right.
Ah, the routine shifts.
Yeah, and how she might reshape her routine quietly, deliberately. Often it's presented under this banner of like independence or self-care.
Sounds reasonable on the surface.
Totally. That's what makes it tricky. She might say she needs space, more me time, maybe a solo trip or digital detox. All sounds healthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the analysis suggests that underneath that, there might be something else unfolding, something she doesn't want you to see.
Because cheating isn't usually impulsive.
Especially for women, the source argues, it's rarely impulsive. It's often calculated, planned, and emotionally justified long before it becomes physical.
Okay, so what kind of behavioral shifts were you talking about? Give us some concrete examples.
Sure, like becoming really protective of her phone, the one she used to leave unlocked all the time.
Yeah.
Or texting at odd hours, but always turning the screen away. Or being vague about where she's going, the details get fuzzy, half-formed, or conveniently left out.
And if you ask?
That's another flag. She might flip it back on you, accuse you of being insecure or controlling, which is framed as a defense tactic, right, to make you back off. And then there are the actual routine changes. Suddenly there's a new morning run she never cared for, or her lunch hour becomes a mysterious meeting. The time just becomes concealed, wrapped in vague explanations and inconsistencies.
But here's the challenge, right? Society often, and rightly, encourages women to set boundaries, take personal time. So how do you tell the difference between healthy independence and, well, strategic detachment?
That is the absolute core question here. And the source offers a really interesting insight. Confusion is your clue.
Confusion is the clue. How so?
Healthy growth, healthy change, it usually invites connection. Even if it's about her own journey, there's usually openness. But changes that are hiding something, they create confusion. They feel murky.
Okay.
The principle offered is real change expands love, but deceit shrinks it because it needs darkness to survive.
Oh.
So if her changes consistently don't include you, if you feel like you're being pushed out of her world rather than brought in.
That's not evolution, it's evasion.
That's how it's described, yeah. Evasion, not evolution. It's about whether the change creates closeness or distance, clarity or confusion.
And this secrecy, it can creep in slowly.
Absolutely.
How to know that your girlfriend is cheating on you? Listen very carefully, men, because a lot of men are dying in silence. You don't know where your problem is coming from. Like, you are confused. You have tried everything possible to make that relationship work, but the relationship is draining you mentally, psychologically, and every angle of your life. And you're tired. You want to leave this girl. You don't want to leave her. You are confused. You don't know that you should put on more energy, Now, listen very carefully. With this point of view, it will enable you to know, okay, this girl that is acting this way to you, whether she is cheating on you or she's just being sarcastic or she just, whatever way she's acting towards you. So listen very carefully. Number one, a woman that is cheating on you will begin to disrespect you. Number one is what? Disrespect. Listen, when a woman begins to see other men or a man, immediately your value as the king in her life starts to reduce, because that affection and love she's showering on you, she is transferring it to the main present man. That is what they say in Igbo. Anotabo achupu agadi. It simply means when you find a new wife, the old wife becomes like a rag to you. So because of the new person that is in her life, or she's crushing on, or she likes, and that guy is giving her some things you're not giving her, as a result of it, she's pouring those affection to her, and when you try to come around her, you feel, or she begins to disrespect you by her tone of words, text messages. You call her, she will not pick your calls. She's acting unusual. It is because she is seeing another man. Number two, when you are not providing for her, she seeks for alternative. Now,
what you have to understand is that it's not every woman that you can satisfy financially and sexually. There's some women, if you like, turn yourself upside down, you can never ever satisfy her because of her nature. And she will keep on demanding. If you like, give her billions of naira, she will never get satisfied. Now, when you don't have that much and she's acting such manner, and when you don't have much money to give her and you're beginning to notice that she's slipping off from you, she's giving you space so she can go find that money somewhere else because you guys are not married. If you talk to her, she will tell you, you are not married to me. And when you look at it very well, she has her own point of view. So she feels, okay, this guy that is not all that wealthy, I can be patching with him while I go get another man or another dude that will spend money on me. The next point here is how to know a woman that is cheating on you. Most times they put on disappearing message. Like when you message your WhatsApp, you see it. Most girls that does that disappearing messages are hookup girls. Yes, because they tend to send a lot of messages to different men and their pictures to different men, even nude pictures, all sort of things that you don't even know. When a woman has that disappearing message, it sends a lot of signal. It is not good, because I see no reason why you should be disappearing a message. It simply means there is something you're not saying. Now note, that disappearing message may not be with you as the guy, but to every of all her contacts, she will put that disappearing message so that any guy that sent her message after the conversation between the space of two hours or 24 hours, the message disappears. So if you're a lady, if you're in a serious relationship and you are putting on that disappearing stuff on your WhatsApp, you are bringing a lot of questions in your relationship because you have nothing to hide except you are double dating. Now, another point here is they are so conscious of their phone. They are so conscious of their phone because obviously it's their phone. They can easily catch them that, okay, they are cheating on you. If they are not conscious of their phone, then there is a problem somewhere that you need to figure out more. But most cases, when a woman is cheating on you, she's so conscious of her phone, she deletes everything. When a man calls her, she saves a man's number with different kinds of funny names. You'll be like, okay, maybe this guy just had a normal friend. But you don't know that that guy is the person that has been funding all her expenses.
When your woman cheats on you, it's very difficult to forgive her. I wouldn't recommend it because for a woman to cheat on you, it's not that she's fallen in love with another man, she's just definitely not in love with you.
Ooh, man,
and
that's
so for you to take her back is just providing her free accommodation until she meets a man she wants to fall in love with. It's what's the driving force is not the love for the guy that she's cheating on. It's the lack of love and respect for the man she's cheating on.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so when you forgive her and retry with the relationship, she's already decided she doesn't really want to be with you, but she will stay in this until she finds someone that will love her.
Ooh, this is gonna be spicy. Okay, man, listen. You might get a little upset about this video, but this is really just because I need to enlighten y'all that y'all not getting away with this shit. Meaning y'all not getting away with thinking that these women are forgiving you, tolerating, accepting, turning the left eye, the blind eye, the right cheek, the butt cheek to your fucking cheating, your disrespect, and your deceiving. So let's talk about the reasons why women cheat. But before I get into this reason, let me make something very clear because I'm going to dispel the myth. Women do not cheat more than men. Absolutely never have, never will. We are not built to just go out and cheat. See, men cheat out of opportunity. A man will risk a vagina. No, he won't risk a vagina. He will risk his family, having his kids in his home, having his wife for a vagina. See, when a woman is happy and she's being provided for and taken care of and complimented and loved on, and as long as internally she's in a great and an amazing happy space, a woman will not cheat. But see, a man could be sitting at a bar, a Walmart, a church, a restaurant, and be in a great relationship or marriage with a beautiful woman that men actually are lining up to have, that is loving on you and loyal to you and supportive of you and taking care of you and sexually off the chain on you, and you will still cheat. There are women that are walking around miserable, lonely, being neglected and disrespected in their relationship or marriage, and these fine-ass men are walking up to them, and you know what they're saying? I'm in a relationship. I am married. But you know what a man that's married and in a happy relationship will say? The last and final reason that I will say to you why it is that women do not cheat more than men is because we control sex. We don't need to do shit to have sex. We don't need to court you, date you, love you, talk to you, text you. We just gotta close our eyes, blink our heels twice, and the penis is at the door. Women control sex, men control relationships. And for that reason, women do not need to cheat more than men because we don't have to work for the D, where you guys have to work to get the vajayjay. Now let's get to the reasons why women cheat. And I'm gonna do this in the order of number one reason women cheat to the last reason women cheat. I'm sorry, that meant reason. And I'm eye patching it, y'all, because I have my little baggies under my eyes today. Okay, number one reason that women cheat, revenge. You thought, Mr. Man, that you were going to get away with the deceit, the cheating, the lying, the infidelity, time and again. Because it wasn't enough that you got caught once or twice or 3 or 4 or 5 times. And this woman turned the right eye, the left eye, the blind eye. She turned the left cheek, the right cheek, the butt cheek. And you know what you did, Mr. Man? You did it again. And you did it again. And one day, your lady, your wife, your girlfriend sat down on her little dining room table and she plotted on your ass. You know what she did? She said, you want to cheat, Mr. Man, Mr. My husband, Mr. My boyfriend? I got something for you. Because every single woman, no matter what she looks like, can get the D. There's a man or men waiting for you to fuck it up. And you fucked it up. So she plotted on you. And here's the craziest shit. When a woman plots for revenge on your cheating and she decides to cheat, it is a fucking nightmare. She becomes a savage because she's going to do one or two things. She is going to allow you, Mr. Man, to catch her in the worst way, cheating on you. You might walk into your house, your bedroom, your car. She might do it to your barber, your cousin, your best friend. Nobody cares. Once you start being that kind of man that doesn't care that you are obliterating all of your chances in your woman's heart, she is going to take revenge. The second way that she's going to do her revenge cheating, ooh, and my patches are sliding. She's not going to let you know. She's not going to ever let you find out. She's going to let you keep walking around thinking that you're getting away with some shit. And every time she looks at you and kisses you and touches you, she is secretly laughing hysterically, Mr. Man, because she just did what she needed to do. And sometimes she might not even clean it up. She's just going to come and kiss on you and let you touch on her and do things to her. And guess what? You're getting all of the sloppies from that dude that she cheated on you with. Because when you continue to damage a great woman with your cheating, despite her chances, she's going to come for you. Reason number 2 that a woman will cheat is you are plain old being ignorant and disrespectful and neglectful. Maybe you didn't cheat. Maybe she hasn't caught you cheating. But for years or maybe months, she has told you, I'm lonely. You don't compliment me no more. You don't take me out. You don't ever spend time with me. You don't care about me. You don't buy me anything. Am I even important to you? And every time she's mentioned this to you, you, Mr. Man, have told her you're doing too much. I'm tired of your complaining. You're ignoring her. You're neglecting her. And one day she shows up to work or maybe church, a place that she often frequents, and there is going to be a man that has had his eye on her. One day he's going to say, wow, your hair looks nice. And then another day he's going to say, wow, I love your outfit. And then one day she's going to be a little bit red and swollen because you one more time neglected and ignored her. He's gonna say, are you okay? And she's gonna say, I'm okay. And then another day she's gonna come in because her heart hurts, her spirit is done, she has nothing left because of you not wanting to give her all of you. And he's gonna say, are you sure you're okay? And she's gonna say, fuck it. And she's gonna start talking to this man. And then the next day is gonna turn into conversation at lunch, and then another lunch, and then another lunch, and then one day She's going to idealize with this man, and that man becomes her work husband, because not only is he extending his time, his compliments, he is extending the pipe. He is extending her over that dresser. He is extending her in the backseat of the car, because you, Mr. Man, stop giving a shit and stop listening to your woman. The third reason that women cheat, and this is very painful, Mr. Man, because this might not be a reason that is going to be because you could help it, but maybe you can. I don't know. Let's find out. Third reason is the sex is non-existent, it's garbage, and maybe you're just not built right. This particular type of woman adores you and she loves you, but it's been months and years and she can't take it anymore. She doesn't want to leave you, but she just needs sexual satisfaction. There's nothing you have done or could do because you've tried, you've done it. Maybe you hate sex. Maybe you're not a sexual guy. Maybe you're on a micro size. I don't know. But the point is that the sex is garbage, is non-existent, and you're not doing much about it to enhance the sex life. So somehow, some way, she ends up meeting someone that she doesn't have any interest in, emotional attachment to. She might not even be attracted to this man, but she will let him lay down the pipe. And that's all that she wants with this man. But she adores you. She loves you. I don't say that's right. I'm not saying cheating is right. I'm just saying that that is why a woman would cheat. And the last and final reason a woman would cheat with no reason at all, meaning you haven't cheated, you're a great guy, you're laying the pipe down, you're loyal. She's a savage. You met a savage. You met a woman who has no more spirit left, the will to love, the will to care, the will to be considerate. But when she met you, she really tried. She wanted to love again. She wanted to trust again. She saw how amazing you were, but there's a part of her that's dead.
Signs your woman might be cheating on you. Women are emotional beings. Think of it as cars. A guy can see a nice car, he wants to test drive it. Yeah, she wants to test drive it, but unlike him, she wants more details. She also wants to know about the gas mileage, the car's ratings, to see what else the car can bring her besides that single ride. You get what I'm saying? There will be physical signs that she's cheating, but it's gonna stem up here first. If she's the kind of girl who constantly has her phone in her hand, she's always scrolling on TikTok, watching YouTube, going on Pinterest, and out of nowhere, the phone is gone. You just don't see the phone anymore. She's not trying to cut back on screen time. She's trying to make sure you don't see those notifications popping up. If your girl's the kind of girl who gets all caught up and wrapped up in your guys' disagreements and she can't shake the feelings, and out of nowhere, she's unbothered by you. When you used to seem like her whole world and now she's unbothered by you, she been checked out. She checked out a long time ago. If she's constantly accusing you of cheating and you haven't done anything to make her feel like she should think that way, it's probably a guilty conscience. If she wants to be alone more, that's a huge sign. And I'm not saying if she's just going through a rough patch emotionally. If she just is good and doesn't want to be around you, that's a huge sign. Women want to be around their man. They want that connection. So for her to be pushing you away, she's probably trying to get close to somebody else. If you guys have little disagreements here and there, and out of nowhere, she starts taking those tiny disagreements and making it seem like the whole relationship is no longer worth it, she's trying to end it with you. If she's the kind of girl who usually goes natural down there, she doesn't care about what her downstairs region looks like, and out of nowhere, she wants to try to get a Brazilian, or she starts shaving regularly, that's a sign. And last but not least, the pH balance. A lot of guys were asking me that if a woman's pH balance changes and she gets yeast infections out of nowhere, if they could use that as a sign that she's cheating. I want to say yes and no. A woman usually won't tell you every single detail that's going on with her downstairs region, so it's not strong enough evidence. Now, if she comes home reeking of something weird, definitely question it.
The 5 reasons why women cheat. There is no debate about this, straight up. Number 1, her man is pathetic. In my opinion, a lot of women cheat because their man lets them. They're pathetic. They have no backbone. They're not strong. They don't stand on shit. They don't stand for shit. So the woman just walks all over him. Once a woman loses respect for you as a man, like you're not following your purpose, you're putting her above everything else, she can no longer be turned on by you. She can't get wet. She don't want you no more. She gotta go find a real man who puts his shit in order, prioritizes what's important and what's not. A lot of times also, y'all get so comfortable in this relationship. You get weak. You get complacent. You stop going to the gym. You stop eating right. She meets you. Your body look crazy. You're ripped. Now you start working out. You getting fat. You letting yourself go. You're not living life. You're not the person that she met. She no longer turned on by you. Number 2, women can cheat with little consequence now. Back in the day, if a woman cheated, it was frowned upon. Now, it's like she just living her best life. You also got to remember, too, women don't need men now. They making more money than a lot of men. They don't really need you for shit. What you gonna do? You gonna divorce her? She gonna take half your shit anyway. There's no consequence, so what you gonna do? Number 3, women love to be validated. They want to feel sexy. If you're not making them feel sexy, they're gonna find somebody else to make them feel sexy. That's why it's very important, if you're gonna get in a relationship, that you are extremely attracted to that person physically. Not just emotionally, but physically. This is why women go to the club and they leave with that alpha male guy who don't give a damn. It makes them feel better. I don't know why. It just makes them feel like they did something. They accomplished something. Number 4, hypergamy. Women want the best option available. What I mean by that is genetics. Women want to mate with the best possible guy genetically so that she can pass that on to her children. It's wired inside of them to pick the best mate. Number 5, boredom. Out of sheer boredom, your girl gonna cheat on you. She knows every move you gonna make in the bedroom. She's tired of doing missionary. She's tired of you getting on top, giving her 10 strokes, exploding, and then turning on ESPN to watch the highlights. She's bored. She wants to be dominated. She wants you to put your back into it. She gonna find somebody that can do it right. I promise you.
It gets normalized through small things. A lock screen here, a name saved as just an emoji there, coming home late with no real explanation. You start to question yourself like, am I being paranoid?
Yeah.
But the fundamental point is, love isn't supposed to feel like guessing. When things are open, you feel secure. Cheating, however, thrives in shadows, in silence, in excuses wrapped in self-help slogans.
It's a tough spot because you don't want to be suspicious without cause.
For sure. And the source points out that sometimes some men stay silent, not because they don't notice, but because they're afraid of confirming what they already suspect.
Delaying the inevitable pain.
Right. But the hard truth offered is, ignoring deception doesn't protect your peace. It delays your healing.
Okay, so we've had the emotional drift, the routine changes, and secrecy. What's the third sign?
The third one is about emotional extremes. And this one can be really confusing. The analysis points out that when a woman starts cheating, one of the most consistent shifts you'll see is in how she treats you emotionally. And it often shows up as one of 2 extremes.
Okay, what are they?
Either she becomes overly critical, just picking at everything, making mountains out of molehills, turning small issues into massive flaws.
Right, constant criticism.
Or the complete opposite. She becomes unnaturally sweet, overly affectionate, maybe gifts, lots of compliments.
Which sounds nice, but
it's described as potentially being guilt management or a kind of damage control wrapped in affection. Doesn't feel quite authentic.
so why these extremes? What's driving that?
The psychological reason given is internal dissonance, that uncomfortable feeling when your actions don't line up with your values or commitments.
So if her actions, the cheating or emotional cheating, don't align with being in this relationship.
That tension, that dissonance has to go somewhere. And very often it gets projected onto the person they're betraying.
So the criticism isn't really about me necessarily?
It might be framed that way, but the underlying dynamic could be her trying to justify her own actions. She starts highlighting everything wrong with you to make her own behavior seem more understandable, even necessary in her own mind.
So if she convinces herself, I'm the problem.
Then cheating doesn't feel like a betrayal. It feels like an escape. An escape from you, the perceived problem.
And that is such a trap because, as the source notes, many men are taught to fix things, right? To take responsibility.
Exactly. So they internalize that criticism instead of stepping back and thinking, wait, where is this really coming from? They try to fix the flaws she's pointing out.
When maybe the issue isn't the flaws themselves, but why she's suddenly focusing on them so intensely, or why she's being overly sweet.
Precisely. The crucial distinction is she's not offering constructive feedback. She's shifting blame. She's essentially rewriting the story of the relationship.
How so?
So that she becomes the victim of a cold relationship rather than the author of infidelity. It helps manage her guilt and justify her choices, consciously or unconsciously.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot to take in. Let's maybe recap those 3 signs quickly.
Sure. So first, that invisible emotional withdrawal, the energy shift, the heart leaving first.
Right. Then the second was the sudden need for privacy and those unexplained routine changes, often masked as independence, but creating confusion.
And third, these emotional extremes being either overly critical or unnaturally sweet, which can be projections of her own internal conflict.
So putting it all together, it's about looking beyond the surface actions and tuning into these deeper, often subtle emotional and behavioral patterns.
Exactly. They're like echoes, aren't they? Echoes of something shifting underneath. It's a call, really, to pay attention to those whispers before they become screams.
Which leads perfectly to the final thought from the source material we wanted to leave everyone with. It's quite profound. The heart always whispers before it screams. The question is, are you paying attention?
Yeah. It really puts the onus back on us, doesn't it? To be present, to be observant, but most importantly, perhaps, to trust our own intuition. To be awake to your reality, feel that energy, and trust what it's telling you, even if you don't have all the proof laid out yet.
So one question that I'm frequently asked is it worse when a woman cheats? Well, it depends what you mean by worse. If you mean, is it a worse predictor of reconciliation and that you guys will get back together after the affair? Then yes, it is a worse predictor. Our research found several things that support this idea. One of them is that when women cheat, they often feel less regret than men. At least that's what they told us. And I think this is because women are more emotionally checked out when they start to cheat or they start to stray. Women also report feeling more love for their affair partner than men do. Women are more emotionally disconnected from their original partner when they stray. Women reconcile with their original partners at lower rates than men, and women are less likely to want to reconcile with their original partners. So tell me what you think about this. These findings are interesting, aren't they? I'm going to post a blog post soon where I compare the differences between men and women and how they responded on our survey. Some of those differences were statistically significant. Not all of them were, but the ones that I'm citing here were statistically significant, so we should talk about it. So more on this soon.
Let me tell you the number one reason why women cheat and why we're all so screwed because of it. Women cheat, number one, because of attention. They love attention. It's the new drug. Look at social media. Look at how everyone gets perked up when they get a like on social media or whatever. So let me explain to you how this kind of can bleed into someone's marriage. So let's say, especially, I was telling someone this the other day, women who were raised and born and always lived their lives as a 5, 6, or 7, okay? These women, they never got complimented much in life. They never got much attention. They were always looking at the 8s, 9s, and 10s who were always getting attention. They never had that attention, right? Now they're married. They're into a marriage 5, 10 years, 20 years, whatever. Again, we're talking about modern day women. I'm not talking about women in the 1990s, 2000 even. Things have changed. So now she has dyed her hair. Maybe she's got extensions. I mean, she's upgraded herself a bit. She had her babies. Maybe she got a mommy makeover. And those things are all fine and dandy to do. You should do those. I'm pro do that. Pro do whatever you feel. But here's what happens. A 6 turns into a 6.5. A 6 turns into a 7. And let's say she's, going to your son's soccer games. And now there's this dad that's, there. And he thinks she's good looking. And they start following each other on social media because that's innocent, right? Oh, our kids are on the same team. That's so innocent what I'm doing. But she's like, oh my gosh, she asked me to follow him. So that's a little attention tick right there. Next one, she might even try to test it. She might do a gym selfie, a regular selfie, or post a picture on vacation in a bikini. And if that dude likes it, whoa, that's huge for her. Huge attention. You might as well take, that's a drug. That's equal to a drug. So then they start talking more at these games and they're talking about a certain topic. So then they start exchanging memes send something funny through whatever social media, or maybe they have each other's phones phone numbers at this point. That's when it's getting super inappropriate. But it's the attention. And this is when women fall down that rabbit hole because they will go ahead and do it. They'll get the attention from the guy, whether they're having the emotional affair, whether it just stays on text and stays on DMs and stays on whatever, or whether it turns into a little peck, or whether it turns into full-blown schmecks. She's going to get screwed because this guy really doesn't want to be with her. And it's not going to work. Most affairs, I think only 5% actually work and being married. it's just screwed up. Like, the husband's gonna have to pay her alimony and the kids' child support, and she's gonna be alone, and it's the worst thing to do. I don't say you should do it. I'm just saying this is what's happening. People are destroying their lives, and social media has like allowed that to happen. I remember watching a video of this girl that I used to know. She used to be my neighbor. Maybe she's watching this and she knows who she is. But Christian author, I think she's a counselor now. She started posting stuff on social media, and right then I'm like, dude, she is posting it for somebody. These are not normal posts. These are not posted for, it's like, look at this new, like, loving my new, like, band shirt. Actually, I don't care if she knows who I'll just give you all the details. Like, love my new band shirt. I'm like, she's dating someone who's into music. And like, she like show her shoes. Like, she was never like this. She started getting tattoos, and she was always like maybe a 6. And I remember I was like, she is absolutely cheating on her husband. Fast forward a few months, husband files for divorce because she cheated on him. Like, you got to look at the social media. It's so horrible for people. Like, it's not a healthy thing to have social media. I mean, I have it. I get it. This is what I'm doing. I'm trying to help people. If I had it my way, I wouldn't have social media. My husband wouldn't have social media. I mean, he barely has social media, actually. He's got like nothing. But that's healthy.
5 words a woman tells you when she's already cheating on you. Now, women are very smart. Any woman who cheats is smart than a man who cheats. When a man is cheating, you can easily catch that man, but you cannot easily catch a woman who is cheating, because women are very smart in covering tracks. So she has in fact, she will try to cover that track so that you don't suspect her. Number one thing a woman says to you when she's cheating on you is that she's at her friend's place. Now, one sign a woman shows you when she's cheating on you is that she's always going out. She's not always available. She's always at people's places. She's not always at home, especially when this woman is not working. Even if this woman is working, every job has a closing time and a free time. If you notice that even at her free times, her closing time, she's always going out. She's not always around. Just start your investigation immediately, because one thing women who cheat does is that they start keeping a lot of friends. They will start introducing you to them. Oh, meet this my friend, meet that my friend, so that they will use them as cover up. Anytime they go out and you ask them, they'll tell you, oh, I'm in this my friend's place, I'm in that my friend's place, especially when they know that you cannot call their friends to ask if they're actually in their place. Now, when your woman starts leaving the house every day, she starts visiting friends all of a sudden every day, start your investigation immediately, so that you know go dey inside water, soap go enter your eyes. Number 2 thing a woman tells you when she's cheating on you is that she's tired of intimacy. She doesn't want the knacking with you, and you're sure that you did not make this woman angry. You helped her to manage her stress. It's not everyday routine, but yet anytime you touch her, she tells you that she's not in the mood, she's tired for it. Do investigation, because she not giving it to you means she's giving it to someone else. Because women who love their men don't usually tell them that they're tired of intimacy with them without any significant reason. When your woman is suddenly tired of intimacy without any reasonable reason, just start your investigation, because she might be giving it to someone else outside. Number 3 thing a woman tells you when she's cheating on you is that she needs her space. Now, women don't usually tell men they love that they need their space. In fact, they want to tangle themselves around you. They want to be there with you 24/7. They want to talk to you. They want to complain. They have a lot of things to say to you. So they don't usually tell you that they need space, except the both of you are having some misunderstanding, or she have a lot of things that she's worrying about. Because even you as a man that is watching me, you agree with me that when you have your head full with problems you need to solve, you need your space so that you'll be able to think of a way to solve that problem. But if you notice that none of this is happening, and all of a sudden every time she tells you that she needs her space, just know that something is going on somewhere. Because when a woman cheats, she wants to cover up that cheat. She starts telling you that she needs space. She doesn't want you to start suspecting her. She doesn't want her tracks to leak. She just want to cover up that her cheating habit and cheat very well. Number 3 thing a woman tells you number 4 thing, a woman tells you when she's cheating on you is that she no longer feels the same way for you. Now, nothing happened. The both of you were okay. You were not having any problem. All of a sudden, even if the both of you had problem, you've sorted it out, and it's not even as serious as that. The both of you have sorted it out, and both of you were fine until she tells you that she no longer feels the same way for you, start investigation. Let her start talking immediately, because a woman cannot just come out and tell you that her feelings for you has faded all of a sudden. Nothing happened, her feelings for you faded. And sometimes these women try to manipulate you so you don't suspect them. They start blaming you, telling you, oh, you were the reason why these feelings, what I had for you, faded. You were the reason why my emotions left you. You were the reason why this happened, that happened. Do investigations so you no go dey inside water, soap go dey enter your eyes, because women use this word when they're actually cheating on you, so you don't start suspecting them that they are doing anything. They will make you believe that you were the reason why their emotions for you faded. Meanwhile, they've diverted it somewhere else. Number 5 word a woman uses for you when she's cheating on you is that she loves you, but she's no longer in love with you.